Yes, I am.
Yo.
After the buzzer, no, actually, listen. Start with CP Sports Show.
Unc and CP Show.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
That's the new name. The Unc and CP Show.
We just came up with that right on the spot.
Just right here. You know what I'm saying?
No more after the buzzer. Unc and CP Show. Changing our
But it's going to be on YouTube. If you go on YouTube, it's still going to be under After the Buzzer. But this is just called the CP and Unc Show.
Before this episode get uploaded, it will be changed. Trust me. Much shorter and then whatever. We back on CP. We here. Made another week. COVID free. God bless. Alive. You know, no major injuries. You are. How's your health?
I'm great. I'm great. A couple people around me is sick, but I'm definitely with the mask and washing my hands and making sure I stay 6 feet from people, as you know. So I'm doing good, avoiding it or whatever. It's good.
That's great. That's great. Sponsored by Do More Say Less, of course.
Y'all see, we don't got no Do More Say Less stuff on today, but we're repping our respective teams. As y'all know, I'm a Chicago Bulls fan, and y'all know it's gonna be right there. You know what I'm saying? The logo gonna be right there. Throw it in, Chance. You feel me? And I ain't gonna disrespect, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, my guy, but these dudes, whatever. So today
we are the champions.
Anyway, today it's another little freestyle show. You know, it's not really a lot going on in the sports world other than football and football. So it's not really much we can talk about. So it's a lot of freestyling we're doing. But there was a big trade. Well, I guess you can call it big. But there was a trade that went on today involving the Lakers. Could you please go into detail and tell me how you feel about the trade?
All right, listen, man. On my TL on Twitter, there's a lot of Lakers fans that's pretty much upset about this trade, but in reality, it was a very good trade. Rob Pelinka was able to get on agreements with Oklahoma City Thunder to trade the 28th pick of this upcoming draft, which is Wednesday, actually. And Danny Green for Dennis Schroeder, who should have been sixth man of the year, honestly. But whatever. So we got a new backup guard, who can score. Undersized at his position, but he's scrappy on the defensive end. He could get into the paint. He shot 38% from 3 last year, which is a career high.
It was very good.
He could create his own shot. He could create for others. He played alongside one of the greatest point guards of all time, Chris Paul. So his IQ has learned a lot, even more. He has been in the playoffs before then with Atlanta. So I'm happy. Most of the Laker Nation, we're happy. We're not done yet. Serge Ibaka is linked to us. Danilo Gallinari is linked to us. Little speculating with Carmelo Anthony. I would not be mad at that. I feel like Melo should just come on. I don't know what we're gonna do with Kyle Kuzma. But
the trade.
I think we are. Just don't know for what or who, because I don't know. I hope Rob pulls. I hope Rob gets us a guard that can start next to LeBron, because to me, our biggest threat that would be in our way going into next season, a repeat or just to get to the finals first, is Golden State, because of that backcourt. So I would like to see somebody back there with Avery Bradley guarding and being pesty with in the starting lineup with Avery Bradley at that point guard position. Dennis Schroeder and Alex Caruso off the bench is going to be very formidable against a lot of teams. They're both crafty. They play hard on both ends. Both got high level IQ. You see, we started Alex Caruso in a closeout game 6 in the NBA Finals, and he played very well throughout the playoffs, better than expected for most of us. I'm happy. Job's not done. Still got to sign some players, fill in some gaps. Bring back the White, most importantly. Make sure AD gets his money. AD probably already got his money, just can't sign the contract yet. And go from there. But I think we're definitely going in the right direction. It shocked me. It definitely did shock me.
Yeah, I didn't think that the Trump was going to trade Danny Green. I definitely thought, and I still think y'all going to trade Kuzma. They're going to have to kind of finesse a team to maybe like sell his upside, I guess. And we done seen him for 3 years, so I mean I don't know how much better he could get. We done seen him on the biggest stages.
He didn't play very well,
and he hasn't played very well.
His best year since Bron got here was this first year.
Right. This year, he had a lot of pressure on him to become that third scorer. So maybe it wasn't for him, but I just think maybe. I would try to call Indiana.
I think we could get Oladipo.
I would try to call Indiana. I think if you do call them, I think you're gonna have to put more than just Kuzma in the trade. You're gonna have to put Bradley in that trade.
That's fine.
You're gonna have to put Bradley.
I'm gonna miss Avery Bradley, but not to cut you off, we are looking to sign Wesley Matthews, so he'll fill the Danny Green. Bro, he played very outstanding last season with Milwaukee.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised by that though. I'm surprised he even want to leave Milwaukee. But I mean, everybody probably want to leave Milwaukee. Because they don't know nothing about Giannis.
The deadline for his extension is this week to sign the extension,
and he won't, which is smart. I mean, you want to go into free agency with all the leverage that you can. So I wouldn't sign that either. But
put the pressure on the front office
as he should. And the most they can do is try to get Chris Paul. And because there is reports that said he is interested in going to Milwaukee. Now I don't know how they're gonna pull that off, because right now Oklahoma City is interested in young players and pieces that they like draft picks. That's why I don't think they're gonna keep Danny Green. I think they're gonna cut him.
I think Milwaukee could offer Pat Connaughton. He's young. What's the other one? That Vinci, his last name? I can't remember his last name.
DiVincenzo.
He's a nice young. Them two are two nice young players to offer, and a pick. Milwaukee picks won't be high, but OKC, Sam Presti. Listen, Sam Presti.
He definitely a wizard. He definitely just be pulling stuff.
That Paul George trade was so smart. It went right over the Clippers' head. It did. Going towards the future, because if them two don't sign back, or either one of them don't sign back this upcoming off season, they're gonna be horrible, very bad. But yeah, so far so good, man. Off season's off to a crazy, nice little solid start so far. I want to see what's going to happen with Buddy Hield. I want to see what's going to happen with next topic we're going to segue into with there's trouble in
Houston. We have a problem.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
The 2-star players are ready to go. They're ready to go. And they're best friends. That's the crazy part. They best friends. They still cool. And for those who don't know, we are talking about James Harden and Russell Westbrook. Over the weekend, there were reports, and the news came out that Russell Westbrook asked for a trade. And then there were following reports that said James Harden really wasn't sure about his future. But then there were other reports that came out that said he was fine and that he was content with staying. He don't want to stay.
Today, report he's okay in a trade to Brooklyn, which makes a lot of sense.
On his part,
you're going to play with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, who you played with in OKC, went to the finals with, yada yada yada, in the Eastern Conference, which is not much competition in the East. As of now, the way the teams look, so be it. I hope it happens. I hope he get traded to Brooklyn. I want to see how it's not going to work.
I don't want to see it happen, and I don't think it's going to work because James Harden has cemented himself as being the best player on whatever team he's on. He's not the kind of player that'll fall back into the shadow and let somebody else be the best player. So that's why I said the best trade scenario for Houston, to where as though they'll be sending him somewhere where he can win, and they'll be getting something in return as, of course, the Sixers.
I hope he do good. I would like to see.
I would rather him be with the Sixers because I feel like he does something that Ben cannot do, and that's be able to score from all levels of the floor. That's something Joel can't even do. So he feels the need that the Sixers had. They've been having that. They haven't had a dynamic guard since Drew.
Yeah.
So that's what 2011.
Yeah, they last All-Star besides before Embiid and Ben Simmons. But my question is it time to put some blame on James for Houston?
I mean,
his second best player, All-Star level player, who was still
great at what he does, but still giving you 20 and 11, Dwight Howard. That didn't work out too well, even though Dwight Howard and Josh Smith was the reason why they got over the hump and came back 3-1 on the Clippers to go to the conference final against Golden State. Their first year they won a championship. Then Chris Paul, their first year, I was kind of skeptical. I didn't know how that would have worked because they both need the ball in their hand. But it worked out pretty good. They forced Golden State to 7 games. Some people think they would have won if Chris Paul would have played. I don't think so because Kevin Durant just, they had no answer for him. It didn't matter. Now we have Russell Westbrook, who came out publicly and said he wants to be traded. To knowledge of Kendrick Perkins, Westbrook's never really one of those guys to come out publicly. So this is new. And it was reports saying that it was nobody's there to challenge James Harden to do things certain different that will also help impact for the team.
That's true. Now my question would be to you, because you asked, do you think it's time to blame James? Now, I think there's a difference in blaming James Harden's play and maybe blaming James Harden's leadership or just his personality in general. Because Chris Paul and Russell Westbrook are two of the most headstrong players in the NBA that we had.
They haven't won nothing.
They haven't won anything, but they are stubborn and they hard.
They know the.
So it's like when you got two people like that, then you got Harden. Then you got Harden. Harden is a laid back kind of guy. Yeah. So it's like that might have not worked, but then you got Dwight. Dwight played at that time. He was still playing too much. So you got him still with a laid back James Harden. Like that just might have not meshed. Like at the end of the day, it's like if you Houston, you got to think, okay, what kind of player should we surround James Harden with? Now, I don't think James Harden, if I'm James Harden, I'm looking at it like this. I've been in the West for all these years. I can't get over the hump by myself. I need someone that can take the load away from me. So Westbrook couldn't do it because Westbrook can't shoot. So I can't depend on Westbrook to do anything but get to the bucket. Like so, and then Chris Paul was okay.
Chris Paul played very well that first year.
He was good that first year. That second year he was garbage.
Yeah, he
got hurt. So it was like in Dwight, but Dwight wasn't Orlando Dwight.
True, but he was still getting 20 and 11.
Still getting 20 and 11, but he was still, to me, I still thought he was the top 5 center in the league at that time.
Yeah.
But he wasn't helping him win. They couldn't get over the hump. So it's like now James Harden got to really sit down and really think like, all right, do I want to win?
Was it?
Or what?
Can you say it was Dwight why they couldn't get over the hump? Because Harden didn't play very well against Golden State their first go around. That year they went to go win their first championship in that conference finals.
And we've had this conversation a million times. What's your definition of playing well? Is it because you think if you don't up your points, then you're not playing well?
No, I think if you don't up your overall game in playoffs.
But if your numbers in the regular season is superstar status, and then you go into the postseason and your numbers are completely the same, you don't drop. You just completely the same. Like I don't get what's the problem. We won 60 games or 50-something games, and I'm averaging this, and this. When we get into the playoffs, if I'm averaging the same this, and this, my team is supposed to step up, not just me.
So what about the closeout game? Because in closeout games, his numbers are
terrible. Terrible.
But was he not arguably Steph was MVP that year?
I think he should be 2-time MVP right now.
Harden
should be.
I don't really put too much into MVP cases anymore.
The one he won, and then one of them, Giannis' first one. He should have got that one. This year, Giannis deserved it. Absolutely. But
Giannis got the MVP, got Defensive Player of the Year, and guess what?
Listen, man, you gotta remember, it's like
real MVP and Defensive Player of the Year won the championship. That's just that.
I don't know about Defensive Player of the Year, but the MVP.
You're crazy.
Definitely, he won that.
My Defensive Player of the Year wanted to guard Jimmy Butler.
As you should. You should believe that. You should.
He didn't. It's not his job.
Of course, yeah. I'm just saying. That's I don't know. That's something that he Like me, I'm cool with Giannis. It's some things I don't like about Giannis. I feel like he's one of them type of players. Like he do a little bit too much for me. Like he's heavy front runner. You know I don't like front runners. All the screaming, hollering, stomping he do at the dunks. He only do that when he up a dub.
Well, it's regular season, Giannis. Listen, man.
Postseason, he don't show up.
I don't have no filter. Postseason is a half-court game. If you cannot shoot or create for you to get to the bucket, to your shrimps, to help your team win games, I don't care for you. Giannis, you can have the MVP, you can have the Defensive Player of the Year, all the statistics was on your team's side. It don't matter because in March, when LeBron outplayed you and Kawhi scored more points than both of y'all combined for that weekend, it showed right then and there you got a lot of room to grow. Especially after you put the crown on your head when y'all beat the Lakers in Milwaukee. Yeah, sow your road, partner. Sow your road. I hope you go to New York. Maybe get Westbrook to go to New York. Maybe
that's terrible.
Yeah, that won't work.
That's
maybe
fine.
you, or maybe
go to Miami.
Go to Portland.
Go to Miami.
Why not go to Portland?
Go to Miami. We see a superstar dying up in Portland right now. But in his own part.
Giannis, Dame, and CJ. That's a very good team,
bro.
That
we
opens
had this conversation in the last podcast.
So it'll be the same like going to Golden State. It opens the floor for Giannis to be effective.
It does. It opens the floor for Giannis to do. But it's like Miami is the perfect fit. It's like Jimmy, like Jimmy. Yeah, you could have went to Philly and you could have been whatever you was doing in Philly, but Miami is just the perfect fit for your personality, for your game, just everything. It's just better off if you go to Miami. You under that organization. You're under that work ethic,
okay,
and flourish. And you don't have you are the best player, but you don't have to be the best player like
later
mentally because you got Jimmy. Jimmy is the mental everything to that team. So I think his best.
Is there enough shooting over there?
I mean,
Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson.
Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson,
Jimmy do get hot here and there from three, but that's not.
Jimmy don't even take threes. He don't even take threes.
You got to be able to shoot the ball in the playoffs.
I mean, he didn't take threes in the playoffs and got him to the finals and won 2 games.
Hey, listen, hats off to Jimmy Butler again. Listen, man, you
will never hear me say anything bad about Jimmy.
I don't think nothing bad you can say about Jimmy.
Maybe
you cancer to a locker room, but I think that's just passionate. He just wants it bad and wants to. Like he told Cat, there was Cat team, but he don't work hard enough. He got all the talent, but don't work hard enough. He said Andrew Wiggins. No. He said Cat don't got the heart. Andrew Wiggins got the talent, but don't work hard enough.
But you got to look at it like, who is Jimmy to say that?
Who haven't won nothing?
You ain't win nothing. You ain't been out of no second round.
True.
The only reason why you was in the second round because you was playing next to D Rose. It's like you can't. And then when you was in the second round with the Sixers, you was okay, but you wasn't enough to get him over the hump. So, like you telling me that. Is it
all on Jimmy though?
No, it's not all on Jimmy, but Jimmy wasn't a difference maker to win. They won because they won those 3 games. Because remember, they was down twice in that series. They was down 2-1, and then they was down 3-2. To force that tie up in the game 4, and then they forced the game 7. So Jimmy he didn't take him over the hump. So it's like you telling me,
man, B did play his best career basketball that year.
You telling me that I'm not good enough when you haven't won anything, all you got is All-Stars to show for it. Like I don't want to hear that.
That's true.
So it's like he now
that's the same for people would say that Chris Paul
too, Westbrook too. But see the thing
Westbrook's the MVP, but still you don't have no.
They don't got no rings.
Yeah.
They don't got no rings. Now if I'm Westbrook's teammate and he's telling me, yo, you're not playing hard enough, cool, because you gonna give it your all every single night.
He may take dumb shots at times.
May take dumb shots every night, but you gonna give it your all. So if you telling me that I'm not giving max effort, I totally agree. But if you telling me something about intangible, you can't teach how much heart I got. So if you coming in my locker room when I'm the best player, you giving me my team, and you telling me that I don't have enough heart to win a championship, who are you? You don't got one either. It's like
listen, man. There's few players, man. You just got sometimes I think they just need to sit back and realize they not that. Like,
who would you say is that in the league?
Paul George. Westbrook, I had hope for you.
I saw you with Paul George and Melo. I thought that at least when they got to the conference finals, but it didn't work out. Not all your fault. Not all the way your fault, but partially your fault. I seen Chris Paul with the Clippers for 7 years, with Prime Blake, Prime DeAndre, Jamal Crawford, Matt Barnes, JJ Redick.
Now, what you mean by not like that though?
Like, not just they just not built. They're not superstar. Like,
Whoa.
like Chris Paul's a superstar point guard. Don't get me wrong.
Westbrook is a superstar point guard.
He is, but they not. You can't.
Paul George is a star.
He's a star now. You agree that he's a star now?
He's a star.
He's
a star.
But you can't win championships with them being your best player on the team.
So you don't think you can win a championship with Chris Paul being your best player?
I seen it with the Clippers for 7 years.
Yeah.
I seen Westbrook on OKC by itself.
Oh, I already knew that.
And it didn't work out.
I already knew that. All right, so who else you got?
So,
Say Ben. Did you believe Ben is not that?
Ben Simmons is a very good player. But I feel as though him and Giannis was peaking at the same time, and his growth just stopped, and Giannis just 2 MVPs. And I feel like maybe we got to see Ben Simmons on his own team, surrounded with the right players, and maybe he'll get right back to where Giannis is. I feel like his skill sets and his falls in his game is the same as Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
They both can't shoot. But Milwaukee, again, this is one of the reasons why I hate the Sixers organization, because it's the second time around you have a very talented player, but you're not putting the right players in place and coaching. Mm-hmm. You had Allen Iverson. You didn't pull the trigger on the T-Mac trade. You didn't. It's no way in hell you make a championship run and you don't go into the offseason adding the parts that you need for your team.
Bro, dog.
Like, I understand. Wasn't nobody beating Shaq and Kobe. I don't care if you'd have brought back Mike and Scotty and put them on the team with AI. Wasn't nobody beating Shaq and Kobe during that time. That's just that. Kobe and Shaq, they killed their own thing. Mainly Shaq because he didn't want to work hard. And I'm going to always come at Shaq about that, because honestly, if they would have stuck together for another 5-7 years, they would have won 7. They would have won 7. That's just that simple. But whatever. That's another story for another time. But it's just like I fight Ben. Maybe Ben, if you trade Ben for Harden with some young guys, they might make the playoffs in the West. Even though the West is tough, they might make the playoffs. I believe Ben has strong leadership skills. He's a very good ball handler to be 6'10". He got IQ for the game. I don't understand how you're a pro player, you go all season and you don't work on your issues. We see that with people that used to be great in high school. Go to college, to these top schools, and just come right back home. Sad to say, but I mean, I never played on any of those levels. I mean, I tried out high school, college, it didn't work out, but I mean, there's no way in hell you're talented or you talk like you're talented, but the off season, none of y'all working on y'all problems, y'all issues in y'all games. I don't understand it. I don't know. And y'all got the resources. There's no way in hell Andre Roberson should not be a better shooter. And I know how you feel about him. What you used to say when we go to the gym, there's no way you can't run out of the gym and shoot 500 jump shots a day.
I agree with you on that. I never understood how players come back. Listen.
I mean, Brian still be missing free throws.
See, I play basketball too, and I understand that it's just certain stuff that you can't do. Me, I'm never gonna be able to dunk. As hard as I try, I'm never gonna be able to dunk. Like it is what it is. It's cool.
And I get mad at you on the defense.
But yeah, and you should get mad at me because it's about effort. Like defense is mainly about effort.
You know, I smile ear to ear when you give me effort on defense.
So when I don't do anything on defense, that's on me. That's about effort. But like if I come right and I come one summer and I'm knocking everything down from the three, I'm cooking, boom, 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 right? And then just say I'm in high school and I go back to school and I start my school season and I come back next summer at LA and I can't shoot. Like, what happened during that time when you were supposed to be working on your game? As a basketball player, that's what separates you from being a professional.
Tennis,
everybody,
football, coaching.
You get paid to get better in the off season. Wow. That's what makes you being a professional different from somebody that's in college. They have to worry about school and everything else. You get paid specifically to play. Maybe work a little bit. But playing basketball is your job. So how do you go in the summertime and you taking all these vacations and you putting all the pictures on the Instagram?
Yeah, that's why I don't get mad at LeBron missing free throw. I'd be happy when he make 1 out of 10.
I don't get mad at LeBron only because this is his 17th year. Like, it's too late to change.
This is 18th and a half.
18th and a half. I don't want you sitting here saying, all right, well, I've been in the league 18 years, I done had 30,000 points, now I'm gonna start shooting free throws with my left hand. Like, no, it's okay, because you do everything else good. But in Ben Simmons' situation or Giannis' situation, y'all are in the primes of your career. Y'all athletic prime, everything else you can think of in your prime. You are supposed to take advantage of this. Like Ben, I would hope I hope you're in the gym shooting or just
not even just shoot. It's not that I want Ben to shoot threes and make them. If you take a couple here and there throughout the season and make some, that's even better for him and his team that he plays for. What I want him to do, he's 6'10". I'll at least get the turnaround jumper mid-range from the 16, 18. So, you know what I mean? Mid-range jump shot. Get the mid-post.
Not even. Because
you don't want Joel Embiid taking threes.
I don't. But this is me. This is how I look at Ben's game. There is no weakness other than shooting. That's the only thing he needs to worry about. Now, I don't need you to become Steph Curry over the summer.
Nobody's becoming.
I don't need you to do none of that. What I need for you,
it's a lifetime thing.
What I need for Ben to start doing. This is what I want Ben to do over the next 2 years. I want Ben to become more aggressive. And I want to see his free throw percentage go up. It went up this year. And now he had like 60%. I need once Ben hit 75% from the line, now we talking about something. Because now you can't send him to the line because you know he's gonna knock it down more times than not. So now what you gonna do? You're gonna start guarding him up. He's gonna go right past you. But he is so tentative and scared to shoot the ball because he don't want to miss. At the end of the day, by you not shooting, you not taking it, you hurt your team way more than what you're doing if you would miss the shot. So I would want Ben to just be more aggressive. That's all right. Like, just be more aggressive. And if you're gonna be a point guard, you have to shoot. You got to. And if that's the case, then that's what Doc Rivers is getting paid for. Put that man at the 4.
Yeah, but
or trade him. Don't have that man taking that spot.
I think Daryl Morey. I think it's looking like the Sixers organization front office finally making the right moves. I think
one more move they need to do, but they not.
I think they get either Buddy Hill, or they do pull off the James Harden ice.
They're not gonna get James. Ben got too much upside.
Yeah,
that's all you got.
That's what I'm saying. So would you rather is Houston front office dumb enough to take Karis LeVert and Spencer Dinwiddie?
Yes.
For James Harden?
Yeah.
They're dumb enough to do that?
Yes.
That's dumb.
Yes.
When you got the better player and potential in Philly.
But see, they're gonna look at it like
shooting.
I'm gonna get shooting, and I'm gonna get picks, and I'm gonna get 2 players that I know that 2 players do what James Harden do.
Brooklyn, I hope y'all get James Harden. Clippers, I hope y'all pull off the Westbrook trade or y'all sign Rondo. Go ahead, cash him out. Cause I'm just tired. I love Skip Bayless to death. I do. He cracks me up sometimes. Sometimes he be on point with stuff. Sometimes he don't. But now all of a sudden, Clippers sign Rondo. The Clippers are favored to win a championship. I don't understand it. I mean, maybe it's because 23 is getting closer to 6 championships. Closer to being the number 1 scorer all the time, closer to cracking top 5 or top 3 in assists and in rebounds, and that conversation is going to be forever. That's never top. But during the season, our role players and stuff wasn't looked at as championship pieces for LeBron James and Anthony Davis, now all of a sudden, everybody wants Alex Caruso, they want Rondo, they want Dwight Howard, they want KCP, Kyle Kuzma. I don't get it, man. But the disrespect, I don't know what it's going to take for the disrespect to stop for LeBron and Anthony Davis.
Well, I mean,
Rob Pelinka, really. I just want to see when the disrespect is going to stop.
You talking about Skip. Skip is not going to stop hating.
Bro, Chris Broussard is like that too. He loving the Rondo to Clippers too. Everybody's loving.
I mean, because they're looking at the impact that Rondo holds on any team. Like he left Boston, and Boston was in shambles for a little bit.
Agreed.
Like when Rondo comes in, the leadership that he brings is only matched by Chris Paul and LeBron.
Yeah, not only that.
So it's like when you losing that, you're losing a lot.
Okay, but we just not saying he not signing back with us because they're not paying Rondo.
They shouldn't.
They should. I like Dennis Schroeder. Maybe he don't have the IQ as Rondo, but we're gonna see come playoff time making him run. He did just come playing with Chris Paul. I'm sure he learned a lot. And it's like, when did Tyrell and Lue get so much stock in coaching? Cause I saw him without LeBron, and he was horrible.
That's not his fault though.
But he keep not saying that.
His team was terrible in Cleveland.
Boys, what was it that terrible? You couldn't make at least be in a position
to take the NBA. In the NBA, right? If you don't got, I can't think of a team that don't got a top 20 player that's in the playoffs. Maybe Oklahoma City. And maybe Orlando.
Who's top 20 over there? Son?
I'm saying those are the teams that don't got a top 20 player. Unless you want to say Chris Paul is a top 20 player. And we know nobody on Orlando is a top 20 player.
So what do they center rank at center position?
Is he top 20? 20. The top 20 players. He's not. I don't think he top 20.
Where he at his position?
He right after the fifth for me. Maybe 6, 7, but he right there. He right there. But he not top 20. So it's like you can't hold. You know what I'm saying, you can't hold what he did in Cleveland against him.
But is it gonna work? Because the last time players from the team was calling out Kawhi Leonard, played 3 games or 9 games, and then ended up in Toronto. Like, is Rondo gonna even Paul George? Like, listen, Paul George is great during the regular season. Playoffs, my hopes for him to be very good, or just good is whatever. Especially when it's a closeout game and the team needs him to rise to the occasion. Is that really gonna work? Rondo challenging Tyronn Lue, is that really gonna work?
But see, I don't think that's what they banking on. They don't bank. They are hoping that when they sign Rondo will be on the same.
Because I'm hearing all positive things that he's gonna bring. I feel like Skip and other media analysts, Chris Broussard and everybody else, especially on First Take with Stephen A. Smith, who now is in love with. Oh, you said Kevin Durant's the best player when healthy. I don't know where that came from, but okay. Because last time I checked, LeBron had to be healthy to even be in a conversation and then had to prove himself. But now when Kevin Durant automatically healthy, he's the best player in the world. I don't know where that came from. I don't know, maybe since he sat down with Kevin Durant mom, who looks like she's a lovely lady. Now he's just the biggest Kevin Durant fan even more. I don't know where that came from, but so be it. But it's like, I don't feel like they're not looking at the negatives that will go into Kyrie and KD and that whole thing and that coaching staff. They're not looking into Rondo going to the Clippers, challenging Tyronn Lue, challenging Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, who's not. Paul George we've seen crumble under pressure. Kawhi just played very horrible, the both of them, and he didn't respond too well to Ginobili, Tony Parker, and Greg Popovich calling him out in San Antonio a few years ago. So it's like they're not looking into the negative of things. I guess it's just because, they could beat LeBron James and the Lakers. That's what it is.
I think
I've never seen so much hate for a man. It kills me, man. That shit is crazy.
I think what it is, man, is just they're looking at the positives that come along with Rondo. Like I said before, like it's more positives than negatives. Like, and you know the type of confidence, and I can tell you from firsthand being a Bulls fan, like his beef that he had with Jimmy Butler and Dwayne Wade was because he wanted the young players to get time. Like that's what the whole beef was about. So like, I don't know. I don't give them a big. I don't think Rondo is that much of a difference maker.
I mean, yeah, you want a point guard that can run your offense.
Championship pedigree. I mean, that's what they missing though. That's what they are.
But you had championship pedigree with Kawhi Leonard. He's fresh off of a playoff run, a finals run.
That's all you got. That's all you got. So it's like now you're gonna have a solidified, certified point guard that's gonna run your offense. Not no Patrick Beverly dude.
So they put out the scheduling for how the season is gonna go.
Man, we just came back from eating. Like, what you talking about? We had to take a break, man. We had to get a little good meal in. Shout out to, we not giving them no free pub, but shout out to the pizza place that brought the food. You know what I mean? You the real MVP. Now we about to get back into this. I ain't mean to cut you off. I'm like Kevin Durant, when he was on the podium with Westbrook. They was talking about Mark Cuban. He gonna say, hold, and then get it for his But no, we're right. We was eating. So if you see me dozing off, that's why. I got the itis. I ain't gonna say too much in there, you know.
So, then what I the schedule for how the season gonna go? Starting on opening night, December 22nd. Lakers get to raise their championship banner. Unfortunately, they're going the first half of the season without fans, so poopy, whatever. I see y'all in Brooklyn and Philly this year, hopefully. December 22nd is opening night. All-Star break, minus the All-Star game, schedule is going to be from March 5th to the 10th. Regular season ends May 16th. May 17th to the 21st would be the play-in tournaments for the 7th to 10th seeds in both conferences. May 22nd, first round of playoffs. June 7th, conference semifinals. June 22nd, conference finals. July 8th to the 22nd, NBA finals.
It's a month later. It's a month later than what it normally is, but that's cool.
Yeah.
As long as we got basketball in the summertime, like that's important.
And the Olympics start in August anyway. So it's going to be a fun-filled summer of sports. So, I mean, what do you think? Think it's going to play out well? I feel like it's going to be a lot of back-to-backs.
I feel like it's going to start off slow. I don't think it's really going to start kicking out till like late January, early February.
I think all the young teams will get out to a fast start, like they did in the bubble. Brooklyn should get out to a fast start. They've been resting for
I can see Brooklyn
2
definitely
years.
They've been playing. I seen Kevin Durant get a cut, so it's real.
Hey, his hair don't know what right now.
Oh, he need a toupee on his. He need a Donald Trump, bro. That's a bad joint, KD. You got too much money to be looking like that. But yeah, I got them starting out pretty well. They built a lot of chemistry in the bubble, and Kevin Durant and Kyrie has been working out all throughout the summer, so I can see them really doing something. But I like it. Like I said, for me, it's important to have, like, as a sports fan, it's important for me to have basketball in the summertime, and I need football in the winter. I need football in the winter. So we in the winter right now, or we in the fall right now, but we about to go into winter.
I don't know what we in. Last week it was 67 degrees. This week it's below 50. With this
Corona, days don't got no meaning no more.
Every day the same, honestly, for the most part.
Yeah, like as long as I got that going on in my schedule, I'm good. So I'm fine with it.
Speaking of football, who do you think winning the Super Bowl?
Man, I got the Chiefs, dog. Like I'm gonna say that every week, bro. They got 2 losses, yeah. I got the Chiefs, dog.
They just don't seem the same to me that they was the last 2 seasons, man. They just don't.
Because they're a better all-around team. Before it was just offense.
Yeah, they more quieter.
They're a better team now. Andy Reid is a better coach.
True.
Unlike my coach, he delegates his offense to an offensive coordinator. Whereas my coach, Doug Peterson, he need to be having his hands, feet, toes, and neck into everything that go on in the team. How about you just, you know what, I'm going on a tangent on a rant. Andy Reid the reason why he's so successful right now over the past couple of years is because he understands that I hired you to be my offensive coordinator, so I'm going to give you my offense, and I'll just be here to oversee everything. And I think that's why he's so successful. So I got the Chiefs right now. What are they? Did they play today?
I think they're playing right now. Let's ask Cheesy West. Cheesy West.
Let's see.
What we got over there on that Chiefs game over there? Hold on, I'm trying to pull it up. Oh, they beat the Jets today, 35-9.
Exactly.
No. They don't. They played the 20. They off this week.
Oh yeah, they bye, so they 6-2. Still number one in the AFC.
Yeah, they didn't.
Well, they're number 2 in the AFC behind Pittsburgh.
This they bye week. Yeah.
Bye week.
Yeah, so they number 2 in the AFC behind Pittsburgh.
They only beat the Panthers by 2 points last time they played.
Hey, they're a better all-around team. That's all I'm gonna say. I still got the Chiefs coming out of the AFC. Who do you got? Pittsburgh, right?
I like Pittsburgh. I thought they gonna fight today. I thought today would have been the game they would have lost to the Bengals. That game they don't expect nobody expecting them to lose. I wouldn't be shocked if they beat the Chiefs, and I wouldn't be shocked if the Chiefs goes back and goes to the Super Bowl and potentially win it. I still believe either Seattle or Tampa Bay comes out the NFC. But the way the Saints smacked Tampa Bay last Sunday, I don't know, man. Tampa Bay.
My thing, like I said about Tampa Bay. I think they start off slow every single game. Like today, they started off slow and they was down, and it took Tom Brady to be Tom Brady.
It looked like they knew how to play football this Sunday.
Like
last week, it didn't look like they knew how to play football.
I'll give Tampa Bay. I feel like Tampa Bay is the most complete team in the NFL. I feel like the top 5 defense is there, and all the collective parts in their offense gives them always a good chance to win. I think Tom Brady and his experience and the way that he, like Stephen A. says, galvanizes the troops.
Oh, Bronson.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that'll take you far.
Great leadership.
That'll take you far.
You just need players that's going to play their role, play big, give it their all.
And players do that when they know they got a chance to win. So
that's how Bill Belichick was able to get most players to come and take a big cut. Now we don't have Tom Brady. I don't know what's going to happen going forward. Maybe we get Tua coming out.
Tua's already
who's coming out? What's the guy?
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, the guy. But they look alike.
I'm telling you, no, they don't. Trevor Lawrence is a white man with long hair. Yo.
Tua, a white man with long hair.
No, Tua is Hawaiian. He look like you. Crazy.
He ain't getting paid like me.
That is crazy. But no, like, for me, out the NFC, I mean, I would say my Eagles, but I would be lying.
Daniel Jones, the best quarterback in there, John.
Whatever you smoke and put it down. Main man tripping over air.
They blew out the Eagles today.
They ain't blow us out. They beat us by 10. But they just outplayed us. I listen, I can't even give you no excuse. They outplayed us. They was better than us. They was way more prepared than we were.
I feel like ever since y'all won that Super Bowl, y'all give me more and more reasons to just sit back and be like, how and why, and not think about it.
I mean, I feel
Nick
like
Foles is in Chicago,
but he's not doing good in Chicago. So
he not, but he played. Yeah, listen.
I mean,
he played great.
I feel like it's a lot. I think it starts with the draft. We do not draft well. The best draft pick in the past 5 years that we have is Miles Sanders, because he's the best. He's the best player. Yes, he came back today. A difference maker.
That's how I know.
But like, that's he's a better draft pick than Carson Wentz is, in my opinion.
I don't know why y'all paid Wentz all that money.
Because
he won MVP, but I mean,
he should have won MVP that year. Like he got hurt and missed 3 games. Missed the last 3 games. So man, that's
boy better learn how to dive.
No, that's not his issue. That's not even his issue no more. Like, his issue is, like today, he on one of them third downs, he was 0 for 9 on third down, right? One of them third downs, he had Dallas Goedert overthrown. Another time he had Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders, you dropped that pass. That wasn't on Carson Wentz. But like his thing is, he tries to overcompensate, and he throwing the ball. He lead the league in sacks. He got I think they sacked him 3 times, so he got 35 sacks. He got sacked 35 times this year.
Is that all on him?
Most of it because he hold the ball too long.
Yeah.
He hold the ball too long, and he don't know how to throw the ball away. He always trying to make the Superman play.
Instead of quarterback coach over there in Philly.
I don't know. Honestly, at the way it's looking, it probably should have just been Doug Peterson, and we should have just got another head coach.
You don't miss Andy Reid yet?
No.
Shit. If I was an Eagles fan, I'd be missing Andy Reid right about that.
No, I mean, because the thing I think that was killing Andy Reid, like one of his issues was he didn't know when to call a timeout.
He know how to calm down.
That was just one of his issues. He didn't know how to call a timeout. So like he would have us out there looking stupid, and then we'll turn the ball. Time would run out.
Do he have the best quarterback in the NFL?
Who?
Andy Reid.
Right now, yes. Patrick Mahomes.
I think Russell Wilson challenges that.
Of course, but Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. Like,
what do you rank Lamar Jackson?
I mean, there's not a lot to go against him. I guess he's top 10
quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, who you putting in front of?
Is not quarterbacks better than Lamar Jackson?
I don't, but I think he's a top 10 because I don't think he's 5. Let me see. I would say Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, and this is in no particular order. Kyler Murray is in it. Yo, yeah, you ain't been watching Arizona. Go watch Arizona, buddy.
Because Lamar Jackson is an MVP.
I'm trying to think who else would I put up there. Nobody in the NFC East. Rodgers is still in it. Rodgers is still in it.
Crap. What are notes?
Deshaun Watson. He got to be in it. That's how you know it's bad out here, bro.
Alright. I'm going Russell.
He in the 5. Patrick Mahomes is in the 5.
Mahomes.
Rodgers got to be in it.
Aaron Rodgers. Drew Brees.
I guess.
I like Deshaun Watson better than Lamar Jackson.
I like Deshaun Watson better.
Because he actually can throw the ball. Lamar is all on his legs. And he can't.
And he got more weapons. His offensive line is worse.
Who, Deshaun?
Yeah. He never had an offensive line.
He don't got more
entire
offensive weapons. They just traded his best wide receiver before the season started.
And still got Will Fuller. He going to do 1,000 this year.
Yeah, but it's just
I
just feel bad for him.
And they got Brandon Cooks.
I want him to get out of
there.
Deshaun Watson, if you see this on YouTube, please get out of there. Go to. Who can he go to? Trying to get traded to the Patriots.
Of course, you would say the Patriots.
Alright, so what? We need a quarterback.
Of course, you would say.
We need a quarterback. I need Bill Belichick. Stop being so damn stubborn. Mix things up a little bit, and let's get back to winning football game.
I mean, y'all. It's not like y'all losing because, first of all,
I thought Cam was gonna be better than what he was, honestly. And I like Cam a lot. He's healthy. I thought he'd have been a little bit better. I thought he would have been comeback player of the year.
I think that the 2 weeks he lost because of Corona, that hurt him.
I think Corona hurt a lot of teams.
I think it hurt the whole NFL. Like, yes, it hurt the whole NFL.
I think it hurt the teams that's like putting new players, stuff like that. Like, I think Tampa Bay would have been much better if they had preseason and actual real practices.
I mean, they're not bad now. What they 6-2?
I believe so.
So I mean, that's not bad.
It might be 7-2. Then they just beat.
Yeah, it might be 7-2. So it's like, I don't know. It's. I don't know. I can't. That is frustrating, bro.
You see Tiger Woods? He look good out there, man. Look good out there in the Masters. Look pretty good, man. Look like Tiger from back in the day, man. He look pretty good. And he talking trash too. Looking pretty good, man. You might win it again.
Like this is where you lost me. I ain't talking about no golf. I don't know nothing about golf. I don't know how to play.
I don't know too much, but Tiger look good, man. I caught myself watching over the weekend.
That's how you know you're bored, bro.
Yeah,
it's a wrap.
I mean, Tiger look pretty good.
All right, man. We about to get out of here, but before we get out of here,
last 10 minutes, we got home.
Before we get out of here, man, we got to talk about some upcoming things that I think are interesting. So
don't stop till you get it.
What's the day?
Sunday.
What's the date? 15th. In 4 days. This is for all my trap. It's for all my Gucci versus Jeezy. Now, before we turned the camera on and started recording this podcast, we had a little debate.
I got Jeezy in that battle by a lot.
And we was talking. And my hot take, I don't think Jeezy... And then, it makes sense with my hot take once I say this. The 19th, he's going against Jeezy. And then at the end of the month, you said he's going against T.I. I don't think that young Jeezy has 40 hits. Maybe I'm missing out on some, but I don't know if Jeezy got 40 hits to go to put 20 against Gucci. I think he got 10 to beat Gucci, but 20 against T.I. We talk about straight hits here. I think we gonna have to pull up the Apple. You know what I mean? Let me go T.I. Let me see, cause.
So,
all right, we can go song for song.
Oh, okay.
Let's go song for song.
Soul Survivor with Akon.
You said Soul Survivor with Akon. Bring them out.
Put On with Kanye West.
Swagger Like Us with Kanye West.
Top Back remix. My President featuring Nas.
Why you wanna go and do that? Look, why you come
Go
on, man.
Crazy remix with Jay-Z. You got Trap or Die too.
They didn't go on with Justin Timberlake. What's up? What's happening? Rubber Band Man. He got the new joint called Partin' with Lil Baby. What you know about that? Big Ish Poppin'. You can get whatever you like. 24s.
See, Apple ain't got all Jeezy his mixtapes on here.
Like
his Trap or Die is on here. Oh, they got Trap or Die too on here. Hold on. Greatest Rapper Alive. Go Hard. Stop Playing With Me. Problem. The Intro. Trappin' Ain't Dead. 09. Listen, man. I like Jeezy to win both. T.I. battle will be much closer. But the Gucci one, he's going to blow Gucci out of the water.
He going to cook Gucci.
I don't even see why. That might be the warm-up for the T.I. Honestly. Another discussion we was having.
We definitely going to watch that.
Because he thinks Jay-Z will go undefeated in the versus battle. Even though we know Jay-Z is not doing no versus battles. He thinks Beyonce will go undefeated in the versus.
Absolutely. And that's not even a hot take, because I'm pretty sure most people
I like R. Kelly catalog to give a very, very good chance against Beyonce's catalog.
You are crazy.
It's a lot of great songs that R. Kelly.
We gotta do another song for song.
I don't want to do song for song. And I fight Snoop Dogg will give a very good chance against Jay-Z catalog. You looking at top songs?
I'm looking at just her essentials on Apple Music. That's it's her biggest songs throughout her whole career. Right? Are we gonna do features too? Because you know Beyonce got the features too.
So do R. Kelly. R. Kelly got a whole album with her husband.
She got a whole album with her husband.
They ain't make more of it. It wasn't as big as I think as the drum.
Yes, because R. Kelly and Jay-Z was in the prime of their careers. Like I would hope that album is bigger than both of them.
Good.
Come on, alright, I'm cool. Partition. Because I know you gonna pull out all the R. Kelly sex songs.
I can pull out R. Kelly.
Go ahead. That's what he gonna pull out.
I wasn't. You got Trap in the Closet. You got The World's Greatest. Same Girl with Usher. I Wish, Step in the Name of Love.
Oh, let's go song for song.
Go.
All right. So, Drunk in Love.
Same girl.
I'm going Drunk in Love.
I'm going same girl.
Love on Top.
The World's Greatest.
Partition.
I Wish.
Run the World.
Step in the Name of Love.
Crazy in Love.
Crazy in Love, When a Woman's Fed Up.
Single Ladies.
Single Ladies, I'm going with, hold on 1 second.
I would probably do When a Woman's Fed Up right there. Still wouldn't win.
Or you could do, whatchamacallit, with Ron Isley.
Okay. Deja Vu.
I'm a Flirt.
Flawless.
I Believe I Can Fly.
Bootylicious with Destiny Childs.
Ignition, which one? The regular version or the remix? Which one you want?
7-Eleven. Are you serious? Yo, you really think R. Kelly is holding up against Beyonce?
Fiesta with Jay-Z.
Jumpin' with
Your
Destiny
Body's
Child.
Calling.
Best Thing I Never Had. Dangerously in Love.
Happy
2.
People.
Me, Myself, and I.
Feeling on Your Booty.
End of Time.
The Thong Song.
Check on It.
Hold on. Did I say If I Could Turn Back the Hands of Time?
Yes, you just did.
No, I didn't.
You did.
I just don't say what I'm saying.
I think Beyonce won that. All right, wrap it up.
All right, man. We all agree with me as usual.
No, we don't.
Yeah, as usual. But we just want to thank
I'm
y'all.
probably naming the wrong songs.
Probably. We just want to thank y'all for
You
tuning
remind
in.
me of something.
Here you go. We want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of After the Buzzer. I'm CP. Who are you?
No more say less. New gear is coming.
I ain't got nothing in my cup with the cup.
11 something and 12 something. So yeah,
November something and 12 something.
I'm giving y'all 2 releases for the fall and the winter. So every product that y'all buy, purchase, y'all make comes with a glass. So just be on the lookout for that. We shooting the video next week and all that. So till
Alright,
next
y'all.
time.
Peace.
Peace, love, and happiness. Stay safe, stay blessed. I don't know. Go ahead.